Hey guys, it's Carrie Adam here again, and in this video we are going to be talking about your hips. Your hips are super important for your running. Your hips do a lot. They're what brings you forward, they're what pulls you back, they're what enables you to stand on one leg, keep your pelvis level while you're running, because when you're running, one of the features of running is that for part of that run you are left standing on one foot. So you got to be able to handle that load. So we're talking about running. You want to have your pelvis level. We all have these natural curves in our spine, and there's a lot of people that'll be excessively one way or excessively the other way with that pelvic tilt, right? And you're going to know, this is sort of my more natural, and it's because I'm tight. A lot of us are spending our days sitting, and we're getting tight and stiff in here. So when you get up, to compensate for that tightness, these quads are pulling, and it's pulling you into this exaggerated position. So what you want to do to try find your neutral and work on that is to tighten your butt muscles, engage your core, then go back up to your posture, okay? Get that posture up, that head up, relax your shoulders, and find your neutral, and it's going to feel comfortable there for you, okay? So now I've got less, but that's fairly normal size lumbar curve there. So how do you translate that into your running? Again, your body is smart. The first thing you need to do is just be aware of that posture. If you know that you're someone who is like this, or you're someone that's excessively like that, work on this. Just a great exercise to do, and this is a really good core postpartum exercise to get this core starting to get engaged, is simply to do a pelvic tilt. You're breathing in and out. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles, rotate that pelvis. Go ahead and try that exercise and feel pelvic floor engage, core engage. Try and find a neutral spot for yourself, okay? So you want to be up nice and tall, and that kind of loosens your back up and everything too, so that's good. So the other thing about your hips is that you need to be able to stand on one leg. Again, why I love yoga, right? Like so many yoga poses incorporate the standing on one leg, and in runners, there's a lot of hip, a lot of tendinitis. Everyone's got runner's knee and bursitis, and it's just inflamed tendons because they're not sitting at the right length, and they end up rubbing because you keep running and running and running with this long muscle and tendon that's being stretched and rubbing over bones because it's not in good alignment. You need to be in good alignment. So if your hips aren't strong, when you stand on one leg, you're going to kick out. So you'll see, again, at the end of a run, when people start to get tired, they're shifting all over the place, and when you're doing that, that's when the injuries occur. So you need to build strength in that one leg, okay? So great exercises, just tree pose, right? You're focusing on core. You're also focusing on keeping that pelvis. See, it already pops out. Keeping that pelvis level, standing on one leg. The other thing about the hips is you need to be able to have some extension in that hip. Okay, when you're running, you need to be running, coming around, and important is to be able to come back. And because we spend so much time in sitting, we tend to get tight. So when that comes back, it's too tight, so we extend our back even more, and then we place our back at a lot of rest. A lot of back injuries in running because we're so tight in the front of our bodies from our chronic sedentary lives. So good exercise to kind of work this. I love dynamic exercises. Stretching is okay, it's fine, but something that's dynamic, which means it's a moving stretch, it's great to incorporate into a warm-up or a cool-down or as part of your exercise program. So in this one, you're just going to stabilize on one leg. You have to be able to stand on one leg, so that's your first task. Then you're going to swing that leg forward and backward, keeping your pelvis level and swinging from your hip. You're only going to be able to go back so far. It's a mindful connection to your core. You're going to feel that on, and you're just going to swing back and forth. Again, I don't want to see going too fast. We're back to that quality of your movement. This is not a go hard or go home, I want to sweat it out exercise. It's a mindful exercise. Okay, you're swinging forward and back, extending that hip, and that's it. Okay, hips. See you in the next video.